And Jeans, I don't even know how to start this because this is honestly one of those pieces of news that hits you out of nowhere and leaves the entire fandom sitting there like, wait, what just happened? BELIFT LAB has officially announced that Heeseung has withdrawn from Enhypen, and from now on, the group will continue their activities as 6 members. Yes, you heard that right. One of the most recognizable voices and faces of the group is stepping away, and this news has completely shaken fans around the world. According to the official statement released by the company, this decision came after long and serious discussions about the future of the group. BELIFT LAB said they spent a lot of time thinking about the direction Enhypen should take moving forward, and they also had in-depth conversations with each of the members about their personal visions and goals. And during those discussions, it became clear that Heeseung has his own distinct musical direction and artistic vision. So instead of forcing things to stay the same, the company said they decided to respect his vision. As a result, Heeseung will officially part ways with Enhypen, while the group will continue promotions and activities as 6 members. The company also acknowledged that this kind of announcement is difficult to explain in a short notice, and that they understand fans will have mixed reactions. They admitted it's a lot for people to process and asked fans for understanding, saying the decision was made after extensive deliberation for both the future of Enhypen and Heeseung himself. But here's something important. Heeseung isn't leaving the company completely. BELIFT LAB confirmed that he will remain under the label and is already preparing for the next step of his career, a solo album. Yes, Heeseung is expected to debut as a solo artist. For many fans, this news is emotional not only because he's leaving the group, but because Heeseung has been part of Enhypen's story from the very beginning. Before debuting, he trained for more than 3 years under Big Hit Entertainment and was known for his strong vocal ability and all-rounder talent. When he appeared on the survival show Island, many viewers immediately noticed his skill and stage presence. He ended up placing 5th in the final episode, which secured his debut in Enhypen. From that moment, he became one of the pillars of the group. His vocals were often highlighted in their songs, and many fans saw him as one of the emotional centers of Enhypen's performances. Whether it was their powerful choreography or their intense stages, Heeseung was always someone people watched closely. So hearing that he's stepping away from the group naturally feels surreal to many ENGENEs. Almost immediately after the announcement, social media exploded with reactions. Some fans are heartbroken and say the group will never feel the same without him. Others are trying to stay positive and support both sides, saying they believe this might be the best decision for everyone involved. There are also fans expressing curiosity about what kind of music Heeseung wants to create as a solo artist. Since the company mentioned his distinct musical vision, people are already wondering if he plans to explore a different style than what we usually hear from Enhypen. Could it be more R&B, more self-produced music? Maybe something completely unexpected? At the same time, many fans are also concerned about how this change will affect Enhypen as a group. Line distributions, choreography formations, stage dynamics, these are things K-pop groups carefully build over time. Losing a member can shift the entire structure of performances. But BELIFT LAB made it clear that the remaining members are committed to continuing strong performances for ENGENEs and moving forward together as 6 members. For longtime fans, this moment feels like the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Enhypen's journey has always been unique. They were born from a survival show where every member fought for their place, and from the start, their story has been about growth, pressure, and chasing dreams under the spotlight. Now, the story is evolving again. Heeseung is stepping into a new path as an individual artist, while the rest of the members will continue carrying the Enhypen name as 6. And if there's one thing K-pop history has shown us, it's that sometimes moments like this, as shocking as they feel, can lead to new opportunities, new music, and new sides of artists that fans have never seen before. For Heeseung, this could be the chance to show the world exactly what his personal artistry looks like without any limits. And for Enhypen, it will be a test of how they continue growing and adapting as a group. One thing is certain, though. Fans around the world will be watching very closely to see what happens next. Whether you're feeling shocked, sad, curious, or even hopeful, this is definitely a moment that will be remembered in Enhypen's history. And now, all eyes are on the future, both for Heeseung as a solo artist and for Enhypen as they begin a completely new era as Six. And honestly, this is one of those moments in K-pop where the entire fandom just pauses for a second, because when a group changes like this, it's not just a simple update or a normal announcement, it's a moment that becomes part of the group's history forever. For many ENGENEs, Heeseung wasn't just another member. From the beginning of Enhypen's journey, he was someone fans looked at as a pillar of the team. His vocals, his stage presence, his leadership energy during performances, all of that became part of what made Enhypen feel like Enhypen. So hearing that he's stepping away from the group definitely feels emotional, and it's completely normal if fans feel shocked, confused, or even heartbroken right now. At the same time, this situation also opens a completely new chapter. Heeseung now has the chance to explore his own artistic identity as a solo artist, and if you followed him since the Island days, you know he has always been someone with a very strong musical sense. His voice, his performance style, the way he connects with music, there's a lot of potential there for something really unique. So while this goodbye to Enhypen as Seven is painful, it might also be the beginning of something exciting for his personal career. And for Enhypen, the 6 remaining members now face a new stage in their journey. Groups often go through changes, but what defines them is how they grow after those moments. Many K-pop groups have faced similar turning points before, and sometimes those moments become the fuel that pushes them even further. It challenges the members, strengthens their bond, and creates a new identity for the team. So now the big question is, what will Enhypen look like moving forward as Six? How will their performances change? How will their music evolve? And how will the group continue writing their story from here? These are things fans around the world will definitely be watching closely. But at the end of the day, one thing hasn't changed: the support of ENGENEs. Whether it's cheering for Enhypen as 6 members or supporting Heeseung as he prepares for his solo debut, fans will always be there watching every step of the journey. Because that's what being part of a fandom really means: supporting artists not just during the perfect moments, but also during the moments of change. So what do you think about this news? Are you shocked by Heeseung's departure from Enhypen? Do you think this decision will help him grow as a solo artist? And how do you feel about Enhypen continuing as 6 members? Tell me your thoughts down in the comments because I really want to hear what you think about this situation. And of course, if you want to stay updated on the latest K-pop news, controversies, and viral moments happening in the industry, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video right here on Daebak Daily.